Paraphrasing basically means saying the same thing using different words. Here's an example. I didn't catch the bus in time, so I was late for class. I missed the bus, so I didn't get to school on time. Both of these sentences have the same meaning, but they use different words. Missed the bus is a paraphrase of didn't catch the bus in time, and didn't get to school on time is a paraphrase of late for class. So, how does this apply to the listening test? For starters, the words you hear in the conversations or reports for each listening part will rarely be repeated in the questions. In fact, you shouldn't waste any time looking for word-to-word matches between the audio and the questions themselves. Instead, keep an eye out for paraphrases. Here's an example about what I mean. In this conversation, two friends meet on the street.
Hi, Brian. Where are you off to?
I'm heading over to the gym for my weekly workout.
Okay, talk to you later.
See ya.
Here's what you won't see in a question. To the gym would be the right answer because Brian said those exact words. But the test is never going to be that easy. Instead, you're going to see questions like this. Here, to the gym and to get some exercise have similar meanings. The other choices have a completely different meaning from to the gym. We can say that to get some exercise is a paraphrase of to the gym. Not all the questions on the test are going to be like this. But in this course, we're going to focus on questions on the listening test in which you'll have to identify paraphrases. Now let's look at a clip from a conversation in listening part 1. Here, a man is talking to a woman about his internet service.
I'd like to cancel my internet service, please.
Sure, I can definitely help with that. Are you moving, or have you had trouble with our service?
No, my rate has gone up too much. I was paying $45 a month at first, but my last bill was $70. I'd like a cheaper provider.
The man wants to cancel his internet service because his rate has gone up. Now let's look at one of the questions for this part. Why does the man want to cancel his internet service? Notice that this question doesn't use the same wording as the conversation. Instead of rate has gone up too much, we see fee has increased. These two terms have essentially the same meaning though, so we can still tell that A is the correct answer. Now here's an example from listening part 4. Here, the mayor of a small town is explaining why his town can no longer support the local hockey team.
During a press conference on Friday, Mayor Billy Barnes announced that the city would be paying the owners of the Bosworth BC Tigers hockey team $4 million to end their contract with the city of Bosworth. The 10-year contract was originally signed in 2010, and the $4 million figure was an agreed-upon penalty the city would pay if they broke the contract. The mayor acknowledged that the city had been losing money for years due to low attendance at Bosworth Arena.
The city has been losing money on the hockey team. Now here's a question from this part. Again, notice that this question doesn't use the same wording as the report itself. Instead of saying that the city was losing money, the question says failing to break even. These two terms have basically the same meaning, so C is the correct answer. Another thing to note here is that break even is a slightly more difficult term. It's good to keep in mind that the complexity of the paraphrases can increase in the later listening parts.